Welcome everyone. I'm excited to kick off today's presentation with our first slide, 7 modes. This is the cover slide, so I just want to warmly welcome you all and introduce the topic. We'll be exploring the 7 different modes and what they mean. During this session, we'll cover each mode's characteristics and how they can be applied. So let's dive in and discover what these 7 modes are all about. Certainly. Here is the word-by-word narrative script for slide 2 of 4. In order to take into account the various differences which existed among the Arabian dialects, Allah revealed the Quran in 7 different recitations. The forms match the dialects of the following 7 tribes: Quraysh, Huthail, Thaqif, Hawazin, Kinana, Tamim, and Yemen. These various forms did not represent different Qurans, as Jibril only conveyed verses from a single Quran written on a protected tablet, known as Al-Law al-Mahfuz, in the heavens. However, Jibril was instructed to recite the verses he brought in 7 forms, each corresponding to the dialects of the major tribes. These different forms reflected the various ways in which the same words could be said, depending on the dialect. But it's important to note that the meanings remained the same across all these forms. The Prophet, PBUH, also informed most of his companions about the existence of these different readings, so that the variations wouldn't cause any discord or division among them. This is what we refer to as the Saba Araf, the 7 forms, highlighting the richness and flexibility in the way the Quran was revealed, while maintaining its core message. In this slide, we see how the revelation of the Quran in 7 different dialects played a crucial role in making recitation and memorization easier for the various tribes. This diversity in dialects was actually a divine blessing, allowing different tribes to understand and pronounce the words in ways that felt natural to them. For example, take the phrase alayhim, which means on them. Some tribes would read it as alayhimu, adding a slight variation that made it easier for them to pronounce. Similarly, the word surat, meaning path or bridge, was read differently by different groups, some as surat, others as zurat. We also see this with the word mu'min, or believer, which some read as mu'min. These variations weren't mistakes. They were different dialectal pronunciations that Allah allowed to facilitate understanding and memorization across diverse communities. This highlights the significance of the 7 oral forms of the Quran. They weren't just linguistic variations. They were a gift that helped preserve the message and ensure it could be accessible to all. It's a beautiful example of divine wisdom in accommodating the linguistic diversity of the Arab tribes while maintaining the integrity of the message. So, understanding these variations helps us appreciate the richness and flexibility built into the Quran, reinforcing its universality and accessibility. Let's take a closer look at the 10 scholars of Quranic recitation, whose methods have been most well preserved over time. These individuals played a crucial role in shaping the authentic ways we recite the Quran today. First, we have Abu Amr ibn al-Ala from Basra, who passed away in 771 CE, or 154 AH. He's considered one of the most prominent figures in early recitation. Then, Ibn Kathir, who died in 738 CE, and he was among the students of the Sahaba of Makkah, which links us directly to the Prophet's companions. Moving on, Nafi, who died in 786 CE, was originally from Isfahan, and his recitation, as transmitted by Warsh, became especially widespread in Medina. This highlights how different regional styles contributed to the richness of our recitation heritage. Ibn Amir, from Damascus, was a chief judge and lived during the time of the Umayyad caliphs, passing away in 737 CE. His recitation methods are also highly respected. Next is Asim of Kufa, who died in 746 CE. His recitation, transmitted by Hafs, is currently the most common method used worldwide, except in parts of Africa. This shows how certain recitations became dominant globally. Hamza, also from Kufa, and Al-Kisai, another Kufa scholar who was a leading grammarian, played significant roles in preserving the linguistic and phonetic accuracy of recitation. Then we have Abu Ja'far from Medina, Yaqub from Basra, and Khalaf from Baghdad, who continued to develop and transmit these recitation styles through the centuries. All these scholars collectively contributed to the 10 recognized forms of recitation, each adding a unique flavor while maintaining the core message of the Quran. Understanding these figures helps us appreciate the depth and diversity of our recitation heritage, which is essential in our overall study of Quranic sciences.